Konnichiwa. Hello everybody. Hi Pages. How is everyone doing? 皆様、ページたちごきげんよう。元気でしょうか？ It's been a minute. 少し久しぶりですね。Hello, enjoy your lurk. Hello, hello. Hope you had a lovely day today. I hope you had a good week. I'm doing okay, finally. The week wasn't hectic, really. It was just, I was very tired. And it took a bit to recover because I didn't have any time to recover, really. It was like I was gone and then I had to go right back to work with no time, no break. So it took me some time. I apologize for being quiet this week after saying no stream today, and then nothing. I apologize. The training arc was it was it wasn't too much, but I probably should have taken a day off after. But we're back. We're back. Even sports anime knows. It's true. It's true. Okay. So today we're gonna work on the exhibition, the Nod Krai exhibition event. I didn't get proper rest. I had to do it very gradually. But yes. I'm more or less back to normal. So I had started I did the very initial cutscene. We'll review it really quick, but otherwise I haven't gone very far. Let's see, story. So you log in, and Paimon's like, it's low-key wild. Nice, that's exciting. Okay, let me pull up the quests on the wiki so I can get the dialogue. Here we go. So yeah, when you log in, Paimon's like, we just got a letter from the Curatorium of Secrets. Nefer must near help us something. Come on, let's open it. And then we open the letter, and it's to the traveler. It's from Nefer. So she's like, it's been a while, great hero of Tevat. You've traveled far and wide, met countless prominent figures and big shots of the world, and as we both know, that breadth of experience is one few can hope to match. In fact, I have a business matter that I believe you are uniquely suited to handle. You will, of course, be generously compensated. If you're so inclined, head to the Curatorium of Secrets at your earliest convenience, and we can talk details. Hello! And then we accept the invitation, and Paimon's like, so it is from Nefer. She sure dialed up the charm, huh? Sounds like the payout could be huge, though. Let's head to the Curatorium and check it out. Then we go to the Curatorium. So we're going back to Nod Krai for a bit. We're here in Nod Krai. And we go in. We don't see her right away. So when we go in, Paimon's like, hello, anyone here? I wonder how much Nefer charges for stalls. Probably not actually. It would be smart of her to not charge too much. Because then that would then no one would be able to afford it. I just dropped by a night market and they charge 150 a night. That sounds right. And then Nefer's like, you got here even earlier than I expected. That should give us just enough time to go over some details before the opening ceremony. Then we ask her, so what did you need us to do? And then she says, how about a cup of tea first? I'm sure it was a long trip. Then we sit down and then she gives us tea. She's like, now tell me, traveler and Paimon, have you heard of the Nod Krai Trade Expo? And Paimon's like, nope. And the Nefer says, a long time ago, back before Nasha Town even had that name, this place was essentially one giant black market. With no administrative oversight, trade that was prohibited elsewhere was fair game here. So, this place began to attract business from all over Tevat. Over time, more and more people settled here, and what was once a black market became what is now Nasha Town. The spirit of free trade has been a local staple ever since. Hence, the Nod Krai Trade Expo was born. And Paimon says, so is it like a business convention? The Nefer says, in a sense. It's an annual tradition once the shipping routes open up. The expo offers a chance to trade without restrictions. In other words, it's the biggest legal, quote-unquote, black market in all of Tevat. And then we say, so is that why you asked me to come? And the Nefer says, yes, the Voynich Guild is organizing the event, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities. Normally, I would let Yehoda handle most of the work, but this year, it might prove too much for her to manage on her own. Something tells me that we have a lot of big names in attendance this time. Working with VIP clients takes someone with the right experience and connections. Hence why I think Yehoda might need a helping hand. And then Paimon says, oh, so that's where Traveler comes in. Or Kosmika in my case. So the Nefer says, exactly. I was hoping you could help her with participant coordination. And then we say, it's nice of you to look out for Yehoda. And then Nefer says, I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. I'm just interested in playing to people's strengths. In addition, I think you'll find the compensation to be quite to your satisfaction. So, are you in? And then we say, we have an option of saying, yeah, should be a piece of cake, or sure, but what's the catch? I chose sure, but what's the catch, because I know Nefer. So I said, sure, but what's the catch? And then she says, huh, good instincts. I do have one special request, as the one offering this commission. In principle, the Nod Krai Trade Expo is a platform for commerce with no restrictions. That said, the guild does have one line that is not to be crossed. I'll need you to help make sure all participants are clear on this unspoken rule. As long as everyone complies, the expo should go off without a hitch. And then we ask, so what's this unspoken rule? Then she says, no violence at the expo. The guild has pledged to ensure the safety of all sellers and buyers in attendance. And then Paimon says, violence? Whoa, that wasn't even on Paimon's radar. Just because it's legal doesn't change the fact that this is still a black market, huh? And then Nefer says, if that line is crossed, the event will descend into chaos. And then we say, understood. And then she says, of course, mediating such situations might prove complicated. So, if you ever want my judgment on the matter, just come find me. The expo is being held on the shoreline to the southwest of Nasha Town. Yehoda was working on setting up the booths as we speak. She'll be able to provide details on the participants as well. Alright, I suppose I'll leave you to it then. And then Paimon says, yep, we got this. And then that was it. So, and then if we speak to if we speak to Nefer again, she says, if you find yourself in a tricky situation, just come find me. That's as far as I got. So now we're gonna go, wait, hold on, let me clear this first. I don't have capped resin yet, so we're not gonna be in a we're not gonna be in a rush. You're welcome. Alright, let's go meet Yehoda. Look at the burbs! Oh, there are the booths. The stalls. The booths.
ここがネフェルの言ってた会場だな。そうそう、この配置で行くぞ。もう場所替えはなしだからな。
販売物はどこに保管してあるのかしら。先に確認しておかなくちゃ。
今年の取引手数料はいくらなんだ？
悪いけど一人ずつ順番に頼む。
Someone from each thing, region.
迷い猫探しの仕事の方がマシだよ。ヤホだ。旅人とパイモン？悪いけど順番に。落ち着け落ち着け。仕事の相談じゃない。
Never asked us to help you out.
本当か？ありがとう姉さん。まるで砂漠のオアシスだ。あんたらもありがとう。出店者の受け入れがどうのこうのって言ってたけど、具体的にどうすればいいんだ？出店者の受け入れ。そうだ、まだ手続きが終わってない出店者が3組もいたんだった。3組？うん、3組だよな。いや、もう一回考えてみろ。他に何か忘れてないか？こいつの顔を見ると心の中で何を考えてるのかわかる気がするよな。
Why doesn't she keep like lists of stuff? Don't panic, we're on your team.
悪いな、細かいことが多すぎて。まずは目の前の仕事から手をつけようぜ。出店者たちを受け入れるって具体的には何をすればいいんだ？具体的に言うと、出店者の登録をして博覧会に参加する商品の確認をして、そんで指定のブースに案内するんだ。それと出店者の間で揉め事が起きたら仲裁に入るのもあたいらの仕事だよ。なるほどな、分かったぞ。残ってる3つのブースのうち1つはアイノの工房用に取ってあるんだ。あとの2つは予約が入ってて、両方他の国から来る大物だ。どっちも一筋縄じゃいかないから、対応するときは慎重にな。旅人がいるんだし、そんなに心配しなくても大丈夫だろう。あんたら分かってないんだよ。あたいの情報によると、片方は遠洋を縦横無尽にかける傭兵の親玉で、もう片方は裏社会を牛耳るドンだ。万が一そんな連中を怒らせたら、もしまずい状況になったら無理せずボスの名前を出すんだぞ。傭兵とギャングの親玉か。とにかくオイラたちに任せろ。お前は他の仕事を進めてくれ。マジ感謝だよ、救世主様。今度ナドくらいホットドッグおごるから。他のものでも全然おごるから。
Yummy. Yehuda's internal monologue is harsh. It's more like she's always freaking out. Hello. I wish they didn't spoil who the captain and like the underground person, the underground, what did they say? Yeah, the merc captain and gangster boss. I wish they didn't spoil who it was, who they are, because it would have been really good to let it be a surprise. Yeah, she's always, yeah, whenever she gets into that mode, she is panic.
とにかく2人ともまだ見本市会場には来てないみたいだ。多分一休みできる場所を探してるか、荷下ろしの手配でもしてるんだろう。あたいが教えた場所に行けば会えるはずだ。こっちから出向くのをおすすめするよ。ああいう大物にないがしろにされたなんて思わせない方がいいぞ。それとアイノも早く呼んできてくれ。せっかくとびっきりいい場所を取ってやったのに、これ以上開けておいたら他の奴らに文句言われちまう。
I know. What are you doing? Okay. Head to the giant ship, go to the flagship, and go to the clink clank crumb kake.
一人ずつ来てくれ。
Okay. So, right. Okay, well, since I'm here already, let's go to the ship. The ship. A new warship belonging to the Crux fleet. Its hull is essentially identical to the Alcor, but its armament features an upgraded version of the this is not new. Guizhong Ballista. According to Beidou, the vessel is set to showcase the Guizhong... Yeah, this is not new. Thank you for letting me teleport there, and I don't have to swim there.
この船って
The Alcor?
こいつは船体の第2艦さ。主張整合は幸運閣で巡回中だ。
北斗。ああ、確かに遠洋を縦横無尽にかける傭兵の親玉だな。
初対面じゃあるまいし、仰々しい呼び方はやめてくれ。
ああ、これには訳があって。
突っ立ってないで座って話そう。今お茶を持ってこさせる。
I love meeting, not meeting. I love seeing old friends again.
そうだったのか。あの非分の館の主人とも付き合いがあるなんてな。テイワット中を巡ってるだけあって、大した人脈だ。
ひひひ。
About the registration.
わあ、忘れるところだったぞ。出店情報を登録しなきゃいけないんだ。出店者とどんなものを取引するつもりかも教えてくれ。
出店者は私と店番する奴らが何人かだな。他の連中は船に残る。取引に出すものはこいつだ。
Oh, this is Ballista.
これって
Take your time.
ずっと前から行幸は奇襲機の改良に着手してたんだ。この第2巻にもあいつが改良した型の一つが装備されてる。この型の奇襲機は遠距離誘導を通じて目標を正確に攻撃できる。威力も半端ないし、この見本市では引っ張りだこになること間違いなしだな。
こんなもの売ってもいいのか？
心配無用さ。洗顔軍の最新型はこれよりずっと改良されてる。こいつはもう型落ち品なんだ。
まあ、ネフェルが言ってた通り、ここの取引は何でもありらしいし、いいのか。
But who's gonna buy something like this?
心配いらないわ。灘くらい見本市にはテイワット各地から買い手が集まるもの。きっと大口客が釣れるはずよ。
悪い悪い。荷下ろしに気を取られて、こいつも船に乗ってるって言い忘れてた。
あれ？イエランも出店するのか？
調査で灘くらいに来る必要があって乗せてもらっただけだから登録はいいわ。久しぶりね、旅人。非分の館の主人によろしく伝えておいて。
What kind of work?
仕事よ。詳しくは話せないけど。
Oh,
この
well,
顔、
okay.
これ以上聞くなってことか？
Yeah, that's probably why she's also wearing that outfit instead of her normal everyday outfit. 100%.
それじゃあ私はお先に。用事が済んだらみんなに一杯おごってあげる。
Sounds good.
その時は灘くらいの味をじっくり楽しませてもらうよ。
登録できたぜ。会場まで案内するからついてきてくれ。
Beidou directs her crew to unload the cargo and follows you to the venue.
ここか？いい場所だ。手が空いたら遠距離誘導のテストを手伝ってくれ。スリル満点で楽しいぞ。
Oh, that's what the mini games are. I understand. In fire support assault, you need to defeat as many enemies as possible within the time limit to earn battle rating. After the challenge ends, rewards will be granted based on your battle rating. This is this is like the special battle mini game. Each battlefield has a unique feature that favors specific combat styles. During battles, defeat enemies to accumulate support progress. When support progress reaches its maximum value, you can enter guidance mode to designate targets for the Guizhong Ballista's long-range strikes, eliminating enemies on a large scale. After entering guidance mode, you need to actively aim. Oh, this is like that one mini game we had not that long ago. You need to actively aim at the targets to ensure that the long-range barrage hits the enemy accurately. High-speed general-purpose ammunition will arrive first. After a period of time, explosive ammunition will arrive, increasing the attack range and damage significantly. Additionally, defeating enemies in guidance mode greatly boosts the battle rating obtained. Okay, I see. Now, let's go see who's next. Who's closest? Okay, we'll go to this one. This is most likely Navia. How this way. I'm going the right way. Burbies. I am so starved for encounter points. Hopefully this event will give me a good amount. Pretty sure I did this one already, right? Why is it still here? Am I going the right way? No. I went the roundabout way, didn't I? Inside the flagship? Okay. I'm guessing you're here for the expo?
そうよ。スピナリロースらも出店するの。おお、お前が裏社会のドンか。何それ？私の新しい呼び名？なかなかかっこいいじゃない。実はオイラたち、見本市の出店者登録とか展示品のチェックとかを手伝ってるところなんだ。なるほどね。座って話しましょう。ちょうど美味しい料理をたくさん頼んだところなの。クロリンデとシュブルーズも荷物を置いたら戻ってくるから。あ、噂をすればなんとやらね。
私たちの話か。
はい。
クロリンデとシュブルーズも来てたんだな。
ナドクライは秩序が乱れていて危険だ。スピナディロースらのフォンテーヌにとっての意義を考えれば、現会長に何かあっては困る。
こんなに強い私に何かあるとは思えないんだけどな。ま、友達と一緒に旅できて楽しいけど。
気が緩みすぎだと何度言えば。
わかったわかった。とにかく改めて紹介させて。今の私のボディーガード、フォンテーヌ一番の凄腕決闘代理人よ。裏社会のドンとそのボディーガード。よし、登録したぞ。シュブルーズは？
私は公務で来ただけだ。最近起きた大事件にナドクライと関係するものが多くてな。
おお、じゃあこれ以上聞かないでおくぜ。ああ、そうそう、スピナディロースらが展示する商品も登録させてくれ。これよ、フォンテーヌ科学院が新しく開発したウーシアとプネウマの中継システム。これを制御すればウーシアとプネウマのエネルギーを使って戦えるの。ってことは武器か？
法律に縛られないマーケットでは一番の売れ筋でしょ。
それは確かにそうなんだけど、シュブルーズの前でそういうことを言われるとなんだか落ち着かないぞ。
構わない。犯罪小説で無法地帯の描写は山ほど読んできた。警察としてこういった場所で活動するにあたって最も重要なのは一時的に規定を捨てることだ。では私はこれで失礼する。隊員たちが待っているからな。
もしよかったらオイラたちが会場まで案内してやるぞ。
ありがとう。じゃあ今すぐ行きましょう。私も欲しいものがないか見て回りたいし。
You lead Navia and Cloron to the venue.
想像してたよりずっと広いのね。でもまだ人が少なくてちょっと寂しいかも。
見本市はまだ始まってないからな。ヤフォダもまだまだ忙しいみたいだし、手伝いに行った方が良さそうだ。
I feel like they're both Yelan and Sharuz are here for the same reasons. That's I think that's highly likely. Think if I read something about a training arc. What's that? So I had a small trip last weekend, and it was jokingly referred to as a training arc. That's all. Paimon really looks like a dumpling if you look at her long enough. Yeah, I can see that.
こっちは私とクロリンデで大丈夫よ。手が空いたらぜひ私たちの展示品も体験しに来てちょうだいね。
In Numosia Barrage Countermeasure, travelers will equip an experimental shield which can alternate between Numa and Usia to counter the incoming barrage. Oh, this one! When the experimental shield comes into contact with a barrage of a different alignment, the traveler takes damage due to the annihilation reaction, losing action points. When coming into contact with a barrage of the same alignment, the experimental shield will absorb it and convert it into energy for attacks. Up to 3 stacks of energy can be stored. Let me finish my bite. Yeah, okay. Up to 3 stacks of energy can be stored. Each time an attack is launched, consume 1 stack of energy to fire a homing attack at the nearest opponent. The alignment of this attack is the same as the current alignment of the experimental shield. When the attack's Numa or Usia alignment is opposite of that of the opponent, it can deal thrice the damage. Certain heavily armored opponents and the strong Lord type opponent each possess an elite ward with Numa or Usia alignments. Only attacks with an alignment opposite to the wards can break it. Yeah, I'm really sore from all the home runs I got. Okay. Alright, let's go. We gotta go get Aino. We gotta tell her to hurry up. She's taking too long. Okay. Oh. I forget there are other people here. It's not just I know. Yeah, I'm so good at baseball.
愛のイネファー。
こんにちは、旅人さん、パイモンさん。
オイラたちネフェルからの依頼で出店者たちの登録作業を任されてるんだ。カチャカチャクルムかけ工房も出店者だよな。
はい、アイノは今パチパチ守衛団の最終チューニングを行っています。
パチパチ。おお、それが工房の展示物なんだな。
モグラなどの動物がよく工房に物を盗みに来るので、アイノは工房の資産を守るためにモグラたちを模した防衛装置一式を製作したのです。以前にも一度テストを行い、非常に良好という結果が出たので、アイノは装置一式を全面的にアップグレードし、今回出展することに決めたようです。
じゃあ出品するのは愛のの作品なのか？
工房からの直接注文を除き、アイノが自分の作品を販売することはめったにありません。取引に出すのは設計図ですよ。
なるほどな。ああ、ところでお前たち移動の準備はできてるか？
I missed what she said. Okay, right, the blueprint.
ヤフォダが呼んでたぞ。あいつお前たちのためにいい場所を取っといてくれたんだぜ。ずっと開けたままだと面倒になるかもしれないから早く来てほしいんだってさ。
もう言ったでしょ。全部ちゃんとチューニングしてからじゃないと運べないの。いくらせかしたって無駄だよ。
あいのがそんなに真剣になるなんて珍しいな。
近頃の工房は深刻な資金不足問題に直面しています。今回の出展には経済状況を改善したいという意図があるため、この慎重さは合理的であると言えます。
資金不足？何かすっごくお金のかかる研究でもしてるのか？
不足しているのは研究資金ではなく、甘いもの資金です。甘いものの過剰購入により研究資金に穴が生じた事例が計47回も確認されています。そこで私は工房運営の観点から研究資金と甘いもの資金を区分し、勝手な流用を禁じました。しかし近頃アイノは丸々1ヶ月分の甘いもの資金を使い切ってしまったのです。
I see. No surprises there.
完成。パチパチ守衛団しっかり活躍してね。
会場への案内をお願いします。
The robot doesn't look very reliable. It's supposed to defend against like animals, but it looks scared. You lead Aina and Inefa to the venue.
実演用の足場はここに置こった。
アイノの新作防衛装置、気になるな。
いつでも遊びに来てよ。絶対君たちをがっかりさせないから。
ご案内ありがとうございました。
どういたしましてだぞ。出店者はアイノとイネファで登録していいんだよな。
アイノは出店者とは言えません。アイノは賑やかな雰囲気が好きではないので、見本市が始まり次第工房に戻り、私が店番をする予定です。
あ、そっか、そうだよな。
Have you seen the recent Snezhnaya dev showcase? I did. I made sure to watch it. I'm definitely looking forward to Snezhnaya. It's they didn't give a lot, which, you know, I mean, it wasn't supposed to be like you know, they weren't showcasing Snezhnaya exactly. They were like, you know, they were like showing bits of it. They were more so talking about like the devs, what the dev teams like their current status, I guess, in a way, like where, yeah, as the title says, like what they're doing now and where they're headed next. Like, it like in a lot of ways Snezhnaya is like it's the last nation that we're gonna be visiting potentially, but I don't think it'll be the end. Obvious, like they made it pretty clear that they're like Genshin's not gonna be ending anytime soon. Like I feel like we're gonna get like after Snezhnaya. Well, we still have the everything about Conria, right? Like we haven't resolved that yet, unless that's like tied into Snezhnaya. I like hearing about this. Yeah, me too. I thought it was super interesting that like they made a comment about how like when people think of snow, like a snowy place, they think of that one movie, Snowpiercer. Is that the one, Snowpiercer? Hold on, let me double check. The one with the train. Snowpiercer. That's the one with Chris Evans, right? Yeah, that's the one. I watched it. I mean, I didn't see it like all the way through, but I saw like large portions of it. My goodness. It is pretty heavy. The movie's pretty heavy. But yeah, no, like so there's gonna be a train. There's gonna be trains in Snezhnaya, and that's like where they got a big inspiration from it. Welcome back. You haven't seen Snowpiercer? Oh, it's considered action sci-fi? I wonder why sci-fi. Well, actually, no, I can see why it's sci-fi. There's a little bit of like futuristic stuff and like element to it. Well, because it's post-apocalyptic, but the train, like it like just keeps going forever. Really, they live on the train. I would recommend it only if you're okay with like literal suicide. No, I think most people would like it. The movie, like, it's not something I went out of my way to watch. Like, it was actually it was like something other people were watching, and I happened to catch bits of it while they were watching it. That's all. But it is a very interesting movie. It gets pretty dark. So, so I thought that was interesting. Pretty open-minded when it comes to movies. Then I think you'd like it. Yeah. Yeah, there's very, very little comedy in it, so. I also found white peach flavored Chinese Oreos. Interesting. I don't know if I could do like a fruity flavored Oreo. Like, to me, Oreo is like chocolate or vanilla. You know? Like, there's the golden Oreos, which are more vanilla. But yeah. And yeah, so yeah, they were like, something that was really reassured by in the video was they were like, we will definitely not try to rush the ending of the game, like when it does happen, and like, you know, what was the other thing? It was like two things. Not give it, I guess it was like not give a rushed ending and not give it a forced ending, which is really, really good to hear. Because it really, I don't think I've experienced a game that's done that, but I've experienced webtoons that have done that, or a manhwa. Webtoons that have done that, like where the author wants to like end the story, or like, when they want to end the story, and they do it in such a rushed way that it's not good, if that makes sense. CN seems to love making these weird flavors. Yeah, they do. Similar, yeah, definitely similar to Japan's Kit Kats. But I think a lot of the ones that Japan has of the Kit Kats are pretty good. Like, there's a corn one. It's actually really good. Sounds like it might be a bit longer than the usual 1 year timeline. Yeah. Like for like the webtoons that I've experienced that had like a rushed ending, I really like. There's this one webtoon that it's about a girl or like a young woman. She, you know, she's trying to break out as an author, and she struggles a little bit with her dating life. There's like a guy that she likes, but he doesn't like her that way, and he already actually is with someone else. And then she meets actor model guy, and it like the whole time like it seems like they're supposed to end up together, like they're really the focus, like they're even he's the guy that's even on the art, but like some like issues happen and they don't end up together in the end, and that's fine. But like I didn't think that the way that it developed at the end was really good. Like it almost seemed like when it was clear that they were never going to end up together, he was still in the picture, right? Like I mean, like in the picture as in like we would see like what he's doing, and we would see what she's doing. They're separate, they're not really talking, but like we would still see what he's up to for some reason. And also like she ends up like with another guy like really suddenly, in my opinion. Like I feel like that was the most forced part of it. Like she ends up with someone new, and he's a super nice guy. Like he's a he's a hairstylist. He does hair. That's how he meets her. Well, that's how she meets him, I should say. And it wasn't dragged out. It was just like forced, you know. Like it actually went too fast at the end. It was like they sped the development way too fast so they could end it. That's when I don't like when authors end up doing that. I haven't experienced that with the game, I think. So it's nice to hear that that won't happen with Genshin. Wouldn't mind either way. I'd rather not have Inazuma 2.0. Inazuma. I would not want, the only thing I would not want if we were to get an Inazuma 2.0 is that they would take out things that would be they take things out of like the Archon quest that should not have been taken out, you know what I mean? Like there was that whole thing with Kokomi that they took out, and like the whole conflict that made no sense at all. Like there was very little, like it was like, oh, okay, these two like sides are like at conflict with one another, but there was very little or little to no explanation as to why. If there is an explanation, I haven't seen it or read it yet, but. And I learned later that they took out a lot of that. I don't know why. I'm assuming just for length purposes, like it was too long. They shouldn't have done that. Anyway.
3組の出展者の登録が無事終わったな。ヤホダに知らせに行こうぜ。
Okay, well that wasn't smart. They should have let you get out of this first before she talked. So basically Paimon said, okay, we're done with registering everybody. Let's go let Yahuda know. In Thwack and Smack Defense Bots, you need to participate in combat simulations with INEFA to test the efficacy of guard mechanisms. By deploying a variety of guard mechanisms, you must defeat the enemies commanded by INEFA and prevent them from breaching the stronghold behind you. By deploying guard mechanisms, again, oh sorry, no, my mind immediately went to another webtoon that I really, really enjoyed, but like it suddenly ended super quickly. I think the author actually like decided to republish it on their own website, and like I think they may have like redone like some parts of the story. I still haven't gotten around to actually like going back and seeing if that's the case. But anyway, yeah, there's another webtoon I really liked. It's about a girl who is like a secret assassin. Like she's part of an assassin organization basically. The ending was super rushed. Like there was I'm trying to remember what the issue was. Like what sort of conflict was happening towards the end. I remember there was like an issue with like her family. I'm trying to remember which family members. I think it's her dad. Yeah, okay, so like at the very end, does she use 2 small daggers? The assassin? No, it's a modern story. They use like, you know, martial arts, guns, whatever they can get their hands on. So it's been so long that I've forgotten some things, but so like so she's part of this organization, and then her aunt is like part of a different group that's kind of like a rival in a way, and the aunt like convinces her to join her, but that's like something very like not expected of that character. Like it's not something you would have expected her to do with how the story was going and how we've learned like what kind of person she is. So that I didn't like that ending. It was because the author wanted to just end the story, so she ended up just like whoop, gone. She's gone all of a sudden, which was very unlike her, the character. So yeah. By deploying guard mechanisms again on top of already deployed mechanisms, you can construct a stronger mechanism combination. Make use of the characteristics of different mechanism combinations to defeat your enemies. At critical moments, you can use the bombing technique to attack enemies and clear out those who have slipped through the defense line. During the stage, you can check detailed information on the mechanisms and enemies at any time, as well as the opposing lineup for each incoming wave. During this, same thing. Okay. Alright. Whew, okay. Dailies are done. I just hope the writers and devs get free reign to really flesh out Snezhnaya and the story instead of feeling like they have to follow a particular timeline and make deadlines. I think they're at a point where, I mean, like, obviously there will be like some sort of deadline imposed on them, but I think they profit so highly that they probably have a good amount of freedom in my, like, I think. Also, like, no, I shouldn't say that. I don't have any proof of that. I was gonna say along the lines like that Hoyo is actually pretty, like I want to say that they're generally on the developer's side, and that's probably more the case than not. But then I remember about Tears of Themis, and Tears of Themis gets very, very little love from at all, but that's most likely because it doesn't make as much money as the other games. I guess they're kind of breaking that mold with Nod Krai going up to 6.7 instead of a 0.8 update. Well, that's the thing, right? They changed it even with, like, they didn't go to version 6. They went to Luna. They went into a new, like, naming scheme, right? They don't say version 6.7. They're gonna say Luna. Uh-oh. Did you just beat up a kid?
What? 何すんだよ。
つべこべ言わずに場所を明け渡せ。
Hello?
おファン、会場を管理してるお姉ちゃんだ。設営してたらこの人が突然来て場所を奪おうとしてきたんだ。
この不届き者が！案内にも書いてあっただろう。会場内での武力衝突は一切禁止と。それとも字も読めぬのか？
Yeah, Tears of Demons is a Hoyo game. We actually streamed it a long time ago, but I decided not to stream it anymore. It's how do I explain it? It is otome visual novel meets Ace Attorney. Made into a gacha game. It's the target audience is females. It's because the main characters are female, and so there's romance because there's four male characters that you can choose to, you can't choose because there's only like, it's not like a typical visual novel where it has one ending, but yeah. Anyway, it is the Hoyo game. It's like the middle. It is jokingly referred to by the community as the middle child because it's always forgotten. It never gets to go to Hoyo Fest ever. Even though they use one of the mascots in like the artwork all the time. Every time they do that, it's like a bait. Like, we see it on the logo. We're like, oh, is Tears of Demons going to be a Hoyo Fest this year? Not that, a lot of us can go to Hoyo Fest unless we're in like Southeast Asia, but is it going to be at the... And then like, yet again, this past Hoyo Fest, no sign of Tears of Demons at all. Yeah, it's not super marketed because the target audience is females. Yeah. You went to Hoyo Fest once and that was on total accident. Yeah, then you wouldn't have seen it there anyway. Tears of Demons is actually, I think, older than Genshin. Let me see, hold on. Hoyoverse games. Yeah. Oh, actually, they came out the same year, actually. Wait, hold on. Tears of Themis came out in China July 2020. And then Genshin came out September 2020. Okay, so Tears of Themis is older by a couple months. There was a Tears of Themis character in some of the promo art that I saw that I was afraid to point out, but that was it, I guess. Yeah. They never like have a booth or anything or any merch, which is really sad. It's not raking in the bucks like Genshin or Star Rail, unfortunately. It doesn't have a bunch of waifus. It's just 4 husbandos, only 4. And they're not gonna add any more unless they decide to like mix things up by a lot. But yeah, it's just the 4 husbandos, and it's very story driven. They just need better marketing. I mean, what was the one super popular sorta otome gacha game? Love in Deep Space? That would be like in the same category, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, Love in Deep Space is just winning too hard right now. The marketing goes really hard. And technically speaking, it's just superior because like Love in Deep Space is 3D, like 3D animations, like very, very detailed, right? Tears of Themis is 2D. Like the art is very pretty. But like the combat can't compare. Like in Love in Deep Space, you're actually like, it's action combat. But in in Tears of Themis, it's turn-based like I can't say like, you know how like in a lot of like games like there's elements like fire is has an advantage over ice, or like wind has an advantage over da-da-da. It's like that like elemental wheel kind of thing. Tears of Themis has that kind of, but because it's law themed, it's only a triangle, and it's like empathy, logic, and intuition. Like those are the quote unquote elements. But yeah. Definitely might have spotted some random girl looking at very sussy lads. I'm not surprised. You'd think it'd be more appreciated as just a one-off title? Tears of Themis? Well, Tears of Themis has been running since 2020. It's like 6 years already. Well, almost 6 years in July. And it is, I really like it a lot. Like, I really enjoy the story. It's actually really good. It can get pretty deep. The art's very good. The events get kind of repetitive, but that comes with like having a game like running for that long, like a gacha game running for that long. Although an event just started, it's literally Harry Potter themed. Like, they don't call it Harry Potter obviously, but it's like wizard schools and everyone's like going to a wizard school to like train and everything. I think it's funny, but it's fun. It has the same format as a previous event, but it's just Harry Potter themed. And the voice acting is good and everything. The event stars the boy who lived Harry. Yeah. No, yeah, I think Tears of Themis, if they did have more marketing from when it released, it would have been able to build a bigger player base. I think the marketing was just not very good at all, because I didn't find out about it until like 2-3 years later, actually. I'm not a day one player for that game. I didn't find out about it until later, because the marketing's just not that great, which is sad. I don't think it will ever get a booth, unfortunately, especially because it's people are wondering if it's like the game's gonna start winding down. The Chinese version on the Chinese server, it's like, if I'm not mistaken, it's getting to the point where the marriage is already happening. So like the progression of like the relationships with each husbando, like, you know, you get to, like, you in the story, like, you meet them, you get to know them, or you may have known them already depending on which character it is, and then you get to know each other, and then like at some point you start dating, and then eventually like you you're like officially boyfriend and girlfriend, and then later you like year two or year 3 you become engaged, and then like now like 2 years ish later it's time to get married. That's like, it's like the relationships are progressing naturally in that way too, whilst there's like an actual overarching story happening with like corruption, and like, you know, there's like all these really interesting cases. Actually, it's just similar to Ace Attorney in that way. You're like, you're solving cases, like you're talking to people, you're like, oh no, what happened here, who did this, who did that, who is the perpetrator, who is the guilty person, you know. But yeah. So like the way that works is that like the main story, in the main story, you're not dating any of the husbandos, because like you have to be like neutral in the main story. That way the main story isn't affected. The dating happens like in side stories. The cards, basically. The cards are the... And, like, events is when, the relationship stuff happens. What's not fair?
ナドくらい見本市で歓迎されるのは普段は闇市でしか手に入らないようないいものだけってのは常識だ。ならこのガキどもはなんで場所が取れてる？調べてみたが案の定だった。このガキどもはボイニッチ商会の連中とつながりがあったんだ。コネを使えばおもちゃを売るガキでも屋台を出せるってわけか？こっちは申請期限をちょっと過ぎただけで全く融通を聞かせてもらえなかったってのによ。
You missed the deadline. That's your fault.
デタラメ言うな。俺たちはちゃんと申請したんだ。
誰が信じるか。
弱そうなやつを選んで手を出したってわけか。そんなの外の世界でしか通用しないよ。ここにはここのルールがあるんだ。この3人は正規のルートから応募してる。信じられないってんならあんたの拳がボイニッチ商会よりでかいかどうかあたいが確かめてやろうか。
ふん、今に見てろ。いやほ
ら、どうしたんだ？心配すんな。チンピラが騒ぎを起こしてただけだよ。手を出すまでもなくビビって逃げてったさ。
The middle kid sounds like he's 30 and Ian. Oh no. Oh no. It's unfortunate when that happens. If a big guy was causing a scene IRL, people would be calling the cops. Oh yeah, definitely. But this is Nasha Town, so I'm not sure if I actually played an otome game now that I think about it. I've only watched anime where a character plays one. Yeah. Otome games are very, like, if you've ever played a visual novel game, like, I'm not talking about like an otome gacha. I'm talking about like a typical otome game. It's very, very similar to just like a normal visual novel, except the different routes are more supposed to be like which husbando you end up with, and also each, like, in a typical otome game, each husbando has their own, like, so like it's like the typical like flow would be like there's the base story, and then you reach a point in the story where it branches, and then each branch is like for each husbando, and and also each husbando typically has at least 2 endings, like a good ending and a bad ending. I'll take a kid sounding like a 30-year-old instead of him sounding like Deku from Boku no Hero. Oh no. I may or may not have played a few. They're very dialogue. Yes, they're very, very dialogue and story drama heavy. Very, very much. Oh, it's a raid. Oh, hello. The chat isn't scrolling. What the heck? Welcome, Raiders. Hello. Hi, Kruka. How's your stream? Let me link to your channel. Pink Peak? Nice. Did you make it? How far did you get? Everyone go check out Kruka if you haven't already. We're just playing some Genshin, our weekly Genshin stream. I'm back after being gone for for over a week. Yeah, we're playing Genshin and also yapping about stuff. Right now, just now we were talking about otome games, because we were talking about, I don't know how we got into that convo, how we got there. we're talking about well, obviously we're talking about Genshin because we're playing Genshin. Somehow we got into talking about it. I was close to the end of the peak but fell down. Everyone else made it. Oh no! Oh, hope you can make it next time. Whenever trouble is being caused by Genshin NPC, their threat level is so minimum unless it's Liam. Oh yeah. Yeah. Or no, you know who the biggest threat? Never cause a problem for Timmy. Timmy's the one you don't want to get mad. But yeah, I don't know. Somehow we got into like so there's a game that a lot of people like from there's a Hoyo game that a lot of people don't know about, which it's called Tears of Themis. I've made it a couple times. It's all nice. So yeah, there's a game that a Hoyo game that most people haven't heard of. It's called Tears of Themis, and no one's heard of it because they don't market it, and they don't market it because it's not as profitable as like Genshin or Star Rail, and because it's the target audience is females because it's like more of a romance game, so more likely cause trouble for Timmy. I always swim out of the way so I don't scare the pigeons. I literally I swim in the water. I swim around to get into Mondstadt. I should just go into the other entrance now that I think about it, the side entrance where the dock is. I should do that from now on. Cause sometimes like I'll swim around the bridge, but sometimes a lot of times it's still like I'm still in the range. So like I'll be like, I don't know, 10 feet away from the bridge, but it's still too close and the birds fly away and like, uh-oh. No! Well, those birds are not big enough to make Sweet Madames. The Sweet Madames have to be at least chickens. Yeah. The target audience is very, yeah, it's for females. Obviously, anyone can play it, but yeah. The main character's a female. It's very female-oriented. Timmy's just biding his time. He's waiting for the right time to summon his pigeons and poop on his... No, I don't give him a reason to want to do that. From now on, I'm going to, like, go into Mondstadt from the side. And not the front gate. Unless it's nighttime. When he's not there, then it doesn't matter. She was faking it. Fake it till you make it.
逃げ足が速くて命拾いしたな。そうじゃなきゃ、オイラと旅人であいつをコテンパンにしてたぜ。お姉ちゃん、ありがとう。いいって。あたいの仕事だからね。あれ、あんたらの保護者は確か紹介の。
アーティ、みんな大丈夫か？
大丈夫だよ。突き飛ばされた時、ちょっとすりむいただけ。
悪かった。少し用事があって席を外してたんだ。迷惑をかけたな。
Oh, they're the Sumeru people. I was wondering, like, the other group we saw someone from Fontaine, someone from Natlan, someone from Liyue, I think. No problem, of course. Thank you for the raid. No pressure to stick around. If it's time to go to bed or if it's time for dinner, feel free to take off. I have not had a chance to explore Dormanport yet. When it came out, I was focused on trying to get the Durin quest done. Yeah, I just haven't had time. I'm like very behind on a lot of things. I didn't even get to do Linnea's story quest yet.
やっぱりか、アシュバパティ。あんた、ボイニッチ商会で一番金儲けが下手だもんな。せっかくブースの申請が通ったのに、子供たちにおもちゃを売らせるなんて。そんなことすんの、あんたくらいだよ。
この見本市のコンセプトは自由な取引であって、 武器限定即売会じゃないだろ。
そうだけどさ、だからあんたは稼げないんだよ。
アティ、ラーヤ、ネブ、お前たちはブースに戻ってろ。次からは何かあったらすぐ俺に連絡するんだぞ。自分たちだけで危ないことに関わるな。
Does he secretly have weapons, or are some of those toys secretly weapons?
うん、わかった。
The technology used to make these toys, perhaps it can also be used to make weapons?
確かに。
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, we've had old characters before, but like not with this detail of a face.
それは物知りだね。
だったらなんで武器にしなかったんだ？その方がよく売れるのに。
もし子供たちに贈り物をするとしたら、君はおもちゃと武器どっちを選ぶ？
それは
大金を稼ごうなんて気はないんだ。このブースを申請したのもただ子供たちが興味を持っていたからで、あの子たちが楽しく遊べるならそれで十分だ。
わかったよ。でもあんたは紹介の仕事で忙しいんだろ？子供3人をこんなところにほっぽって。言っとくけど見本市は人も多いし何があるかわかんないからな。
わかってる。だが親が忙しいせいで子供たちが幼少期につまらない思いをするのはよくある話だろう。俺はあの子たちの保護者としてどうしても3人に楽しい時間を過ごしてほしいんだ。
そっか。心配すんな。あたいがちびっこ3人の面倒を見てやるからさ。くそ、しまった。なんでそんなこと引き受けちゃうんだよ。
People were like, wait, why does this 30-year-old look 70? I don't think he's 30.
本当か？頼むよ。ほら、お前たちもお礼を言いなさい。
ヤホダお姉ちゃん、ありがとう。
ヤホダお姉ちゃん。まあ気にすんなって。とにかく何かあったらあたいに言いな。
She likes being called One-san.
じゃあ、俺はこれで失礼するよ。
Oh wait, I gotta swap earbuds. These ones are gonna, the battery's low. 1 second. Are we good? Okay, yeah, we still have in-game audio. Okay. He only stands as upright as one? What do you mean? He stands normally. Yeah, batteries, yeah.
子供3人の面倒を見るくらい大したことないって。ただ見本市が本格的に始まっていろんなトラブルの処理に追われるようになったら。心配すんな。オイラたちが手伝ってやるから。あ、そういえば最後の3組の出店者の受付も済ませたぞ。これで見本市を始められるよな。もうできたのか？なら開幕の準備をしないとだな。じゃあまた後で。
Oh no, there's no need for that. I have multiple earbuds and a headset as well, or headphones as well. No, I'm okay. It just some of them, so like because I want to like not I want to like not shorten the battery life. I don't constantly charge them because it's actually better to only charge batteries when they're low or empty, obviously. If you charge them constantly and like when they're not even that low, you end up like shortening the battery's long-term life. If I like, I'll be wearing like my earbuds like for like multiple hours in the day, and it'll last for most of the day, and then it's like, oh well, time to swap because these are low now. I still haven't come across a set that will last for like an entire day. I don't think that exists yet, but anyway. Well, no, my AirPods Max headset, that can last all day, obviously, because it has a bigger battery. But I prefer wearing the earbuds. I use my I use that headset like as a backup. Yeah, when it's fully charged, it will last all day. It's kind of great. These are it's already telling me that the battery's low. I guess they need to get I didn't realize that it was the case was not fully charged. I think I will switch to the headset now cuz I've been charging those for a bit. I wanted to switch to those earlier, but like when I put them on, it gave like the battery dead sound. So they've been charging for a few hours at least. Let me switch to those instead. Okay, we should be good now. There was the only indicator, but basically just the. Oh, that's what you meant. I see. Yeah, no, it's true. Fear not, do nod cry. For I have backups. I have multiple backups. I'm kind of in the. Yeah, no. I have multiple. I have 3 earbuds that I can use, and then I have my headset. I'm okay. We gotta get you a Neuralink so you can just connect to your PC's Bluetooth or something, and you'll never have to worry about. I know, yeah. If I can just like hook myself up, just hook myself up to my PC. You may as well. That's fine. Everyone has their own things that they like to use. I just got these AirPod Max headphones because they were on sale. And I was curious. I just wanted to try them out. And because I have I'm in the iOS ecosystem, so like it works fine. You'll be a cyberpunk isekai prey. Despite my, my background, I actually very much like technology, which is, different, but yeah. Yeah, we should help out as much as we can. Can I? Is this? It's all the way up already. Okay. Open for business. I'll have RGB eyes. I'm not a cyborg. I'm not a cyborg. Instead of an e-girl, you're an I-girl? Sure. intro. Ah, the game screen. They get very creative with this. This one. This one. This one.
始まった瞬間、すっごい人が集まってきたな。オイラたちも見本市を見て回ろうぜ。それとも先に友達の様子を見に行くか？
This guy really likes this robot. Oops. He's just dancing in front of the robot. He really likes it. Let's see. I kind of wanted to pull. I chose Clorand for the Chronicled Wish because I'm lacking Electro characters. I was wondering if I should pull for Clorand or maybe try a few pulls. Not right now. I'm a little low on Primo gems for my liking. What if that's his waifu? He has interesting taste if that's the case. There's a girl right here. I don't know if she's staring at him or she's just like lost in thought. That's the one I'll get. I think he's sizing up the robot like he's challenging it to a dance battle or something. You know what? Maybe. He's like, I can take you on. Go, throw down right now. Commissions are done for the day. Do I have, how much resin do I have? Okay, we have enough to do 3 condensed resins worth. But, I think we'll do weeklies now. We're gonna do weekly bosses. I heard a noise. Maybe this is a me type scenario though. Huh? What? I'll drop my ID in Discord if anyone wants to join. An old viral anime music video. Oh, I see. Let's see. What? I still need Dottore. Still need Dottore. Oh, no. And let me check my list. Let me teleport to Dottore first. Okay, let me see which bosses I need right now aside from Dottore. Do I have enough for Noelle? I think I have enough for Noelle. Yeah, I have enough of Devalins. Not for Noelle. What else do I need? Child. Let's see. Done with Amber. I'm almost done with Noelle. Kaya needs. We're done with Wolf. He needs Wolf, right? Yeah. Lisa needs map from Devalin. Okay, then yeah, I think I still need Devalin then. And then third. Okay, yeah. So I'll only need help with Dottore and Child, and then I'll do Devalin by myself because I can't do with anybody. But then let's see, what other co-op stuff can we do? Everyone likes being Zabai. The otaku guy had a girl that was implicated to have been in a relationship with him. The music video was a commentary on otaku video game addiction. Very interesting concept. Oh, I see.
法を治める前に心を治めなければすべては水面に映る月のごとく触れた瞬間に砕け散ってしまう
Oh, whatever you want to do, yeah. Yeah, we should have a common Bina, yeah. Okay, we'll just do like this. It was a weird video in my opinion. It became really popular because of a certain dance scene the main girl in the video did. Oh. Ow, oops. I wish it was chilly here. Like it was actually pretty cool, but it's starting to warm up again, which I'm sad about. Oops, what did I do? Where are the other ones? Where are the other ones? Oh. It's been cold and rainy recently and it was so nice. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, I got a mask. Let me jot this down. Okay, I got an elixir. Wrong tab. Edit. Dottore. So I should be at 8 now? Yeah. And then I think I need one more mask if I'm gonna level up a talent. Let me check. Do I prefer? Yeah, I do prefer. What, like cooler temperatures in if we're talking Fahrenheit, I like it in the 60s. Into the 50s is okay too. You just bundle up more. Okay, awesome. I can level up here. Yay! 2 more levels. and then she's done until I decide to work on her artifacts. Okay, and then now we're gonna do Tartaglia.
射撃準備。
Currently around 45. Oh, that sounds so nice. Only because, like, I prefer cold over heat because you can, just bundle up, right? This is child. Electro and hydro. Yeah, with like cold weather, you can just bundle up, you know, put on socks, a sweater, a jacket, a coat. And if you're at home, you know, you can just wrap up in a blanket. With the heat, you can't take off your skin. you can only undress so much.
せっかくのチャンスだ。本気を出して俺を楽しませてくれ。投稿も一つの選択だよ。俺は敗者に優しいからね。
落ちて。
少しは成長したようだ。俺相手によくここまで持つな。
You one shot your mannequin? I see. I was like, whoa, you're using your mannequin?
剣の盤石無駄だ甘い
That was so fast. Okay, wow, I got one of each. Let me jot this down. Child. I got one tusk. So I'm at 16 now, yes? Yeah. I got one shard. And that should be at 9. And then a shadow of the warrior. And I should be at 26 of those. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, Arlecchino helped a lot. Would you believe, like a long time ago, I soloed Child with Barbara? It took ages, but I did it. It wasn't max level, but yeah. It was like a lower level. I still was like world level like 2 or something. But yeah. Let me go heal at a statue. You believe it? Level 20 to 40 Amber challenge was a thing with Child back in the day. Oh. Was it because it was for the story fight? No. I don't think so. No, it wasn't for the story. Yeah, it would definitely help that Barbara can heal. No, I was just trying to beat him for the mats. The drops. But my that was when I was still playing that was when I was still like leveling characters like quote unquote inefficiently. Like I wasn't focusing on one character and like leveling them to max. I was like leveling each character evenly. Yeah. which I still would like to do, but unfortunately this game punishes you for doing that. Not punishes you. You just... No, it doesn't punish you. You just fall very behind is what it is. And let's see. Are there any mats that we can farm for right now since we have people? I don't think I need anything for Noelle. I just need, yeah, I just need these. Actually, yeah, no, we can spend more resin by doing that, huh? How much resin have I spent? I'm gonna spend 30 more. Wrong menu. So I've spent 60. I needed to spend 90 more. I'm going to spend 30 more to Valen. So then I'll be at 90. So we need to spend 60 resin. So one run of a domain. We'll do one run of a domain. So that'll be one condensed resin. I need the books for Noelle. Oops.
けれど、法を治める前に心を治めなければ、すべては。
We'll do run and run of this domain. Have you noticed they started locking some character lore interactions behind getting them? Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's been a thing since the beginning of Nod Krai, actually. With Lauma. Yeah, if you guys don't want to do a pyro character, I can switch to a pyro character. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, Hoda has a sort of storyline locked behind getting her. Oh, well, good thing you can get her from this event. Either way, it takes... Sounds like it takes a bit... Oh, so Barbara can hear... Yeah, I know, yeah. It takes forever. Thought it was a shame because it's actually pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate. But at least with 4-star characters, you'll at least eventually be able to get them without having to like pull for them from a banner. 5-star characters obviously is a different story. So it is unfortunate that like there are things locked, like there are story things locked behind getting like characters like Lauma or Flynn's. Let me see. Yeah, and look, let me see what other characters I might need drops for. Let me switch, actually. Let me switch my training guide real quick to a different character. Let's see. Who do I want to do after Noelle? Or let's see. After Noelle is Kaya. What do I need for Kaya? Oh. Aha. Okay. Black serpents, because I have that weapon on him. Let's do black serpents. These are the ones in the chasm. How do I get there again? I think this way, huh? I saw the one with Chi-Chi at Chenyu. Cute. Well, let me change to my thingy. There we go. My lumen thingy. Where is it down? Is he down there? I think so. Oh, there it is. We're in the chasm. Envoy of the heavens, allow me to greet you with a vengeance.
Yup. There we go. Hey. Yup.
Hollow victory of despair. Okay, next one is over there. I don't remember how to get there. Yeah, we're in the chasm. Or do I go this way? This might be a bit easier. Don't touch those! They explode! Uh-oh. I'm stuck! Here. Ah! Depart, depart. The shadow of the omnipresent struggle is not something, something. Next one is over here. How do we get there again? Right, I was saying at the beginning when we were talking about Sneznaya. I mean, even if we finish the Sneznaya like storyline, there's still the whole thing with Conria. There's a chance they might resolve that in Sneznaya, but I have a feeling that won't be the case. Okay. Next one is where? Over there. Hope they just don't lump it into one. I hope so as well. I really hope so, because like Conria is such a deep thing that it really deserves its own whole version, you know? And like, I see that like another that just came to mind. Another reason why I don't think that they'll like resolve Conria in Sneznaya, because it's like there's Conria and then there's the Abyss. Wrong button. There we go. There's the whole Abyss story. Obviously everything is interlinked, but okay. And like, yeah, there's, you know, sibling. There's still the Traveler's sibling with the Abyss as well. The Abyss isn't working with Sneznaya or the Tsaritsa. It's its own thing. There are still a bunch over here against the wall. Even character quests and some stories have it to be continued. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get all of them. I was just going at the one that was blinking on the map. Good.
天道万象難攻不落
敵らのためですよ
Okay. It's just a regular crystal over there, right? Yeah, okay. Ooh. Wow. Oh my gosh, it like wait, that's like almost like venti. Like it'll suck it up, but then like it'll scatter them everywhere. Next one is over here. There are still world quests here I haven't done yet. So when someone else's Lumi sucks up the ore, do you guys get them too? No.
Yeah.
I saw you shooting them and I was like, wait, I'm not gonna get close. Nothing happens though. Oh. Okay, fine, I'll drop down. That was the last one. Yeah. Oh, there's a quest here I haven't done yet, or finished. But I won't do that right now. Okay. That will be all for co-op, actually. Let me go get... Yeah. There's more over there? Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, I don't remember where they are offhand. Over there. That's... Yeah. Are these enemies supposed to be fallen Conrian soldiers? Yeah, essentially. Yeah. Okay. Yahoo! Yeah. I don't remember where if there are any others. But if I try to do the whole thing where like I pull up a map and try to find all of them, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Yeah.
俺の故郷の雪原でこんな風に立ってたら投資してしまうよ。
There aren't that many in here to begin with, but yeah. We'll go ahead and wrap up co-op here. Thank you so much for your help. Yeah. I remember these guys, but I didn't remember where it was, so you remember better than me. I'll go ahead and do Dvalin now. And then maybe pull a pull or two for Clarant. Oops. I'm just glad they increased the drops for them. Yeah. Okay, let me switch my training guide back to Noelle before I forget. Noelle, where are you? She's level 90 now, but there she is. Talents are not there yet. Child is top 4 artifacts C3 and maxed out. He still struggles. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they really need to buff older characters. Okay. There was I saw if they put up with them. Well, they don't have to like make them as strong as the newer characters. But yeah, that's probably why they don't. They could give them just like a little bit, just so like, you know, they're still viable. I mean, technically they're all viable no matter what. Maybe I'll get a witch's homework for first night. Maybe. You might pull on the Chronicle though. I hope. They can't do Mr. Worldwide dirty like that? What do you mean? Wait, who's Mr. Worldwide? You need to worry though, you'll get the SSR you wanted today. That'd be nice. If I can get her in like a few pulls, then I can also get her weapon. Or I tried to anyway. I feel like power creep is gonna happen no matter what makes it. So it makes sense to buff them a little. Right? Child is Mr. Worldwide? Okay, I thought so. Sort of a meme name I've seen people use for him. Yeah, I think I've seen it too, actually. Not a lot, but... Okay. Got a claw and a sigh. I think I need both of those. Let me go to my... thingy. Let's see. Oh, actually, no, I'm okay on size. I'm at 43 size now. 31, just kidding. I'm at 31. Oh, cause right. I leveled Amber. I'm at 31. Oh, I need to fix this. So, Amber is done with her talents until I decide to crown her. If I decide to crown her. So I need 24 now total for every character that needs these. And then I got a claw. So I should be at 37. Yeah. We get her one pull? That'd be nice. So at around the time when Genshin was lovingly referred to as Polearm Impact. I remember Polearm Impact. That was such a funny time. There was and it was and then after it was called Polearm Impact, it was called Cryo Impact for a little bit too. It was a funny time. But Polearm Impact was funnier actually. Polearm Impact was funnier. Let me go condense one resin. I need to mine 3 more items. Don't worry. There's gonna be a new type of reaction. I won't spoil anything by saying any more, but that's all I'm gonna say. It was spoiled for me, but I won't spoil any more for you. But what I was trying to say earlier was during this Nesnaya showcase, or the dev showcase, we saw a glimpse of new outfits for Traveler. And I didn't know where that was coming from at first. I saw fan art before I saw the showcase. So I was like, I had no context for it, so I was just like, oh, maybe it's just fan art of Lumine in like a Snezhnaya type outfit. Turns out it's official. It's an official outfit. I don't know if it's gonna be like a new skin like, you know, that we have now, or if it's like a temporary outfit like we've had before, like where we had like a brief glimpse of the Traveler in a bathing suit. Saw the new reactions leaked on Instagram. Yeah, people love leaking stuff. It's annoying. Like if you just spoiler it, that's okay. That's like one thing, but like people just don't care. Like they care more about, you know, clicks and engagement. So they're like, hey guys, look at this new thing that leaked. This is gonna be new in the game in the next update. Blah blah blah. It's like, dude, like I don't want to know yet. I want to be surprised when I play the actual game. Lumine's still rocking Zettai Ryoiki even in the harsh cold of Presentation definitely is a big part of marketing. The brand new Genshin Impact leak. Yeah. I avoid Genshin Reddit like the plague after each version update. People are so quick to spoil. Yeah. I get spoiled by on Discord. Even though like that channel is supposed to like, even though in that channel it's like against the accepted like unspoken, not unspoken, like it's against like the community's decided rules to not spoil anything, and people do spoil like out like really like obvious like spoilers like story and stuff. But a lot of people don't remember, like they really forget that not everyone is caught up. That's the annoying thing, like people who don't consider that not everyone's caught up, so they'll just post like the next brand new thing or like the thing that just came out, and they don't spoil that either. I got yeah, you got me to read it. There isn't a separate channel for it. No, because that particular Discord server is not a Genshin server. It's a Final Fantasy server, and it just happens to have a channel for Hoyo games and just gacha games in general. The struggles of having a mostly Geo party. You can't kill Geo slimes. I won't bother with that one. Okay, I should have enough now. Yes. Okay. Let's go back to Nod Krai, because that's where we are canonically. It's not the right teleport. There it is. Mika is hiding it. I usually like to look at leaks just to see the new character animations and to know what materials to pre-farm. That's what a lot of people look at it for. And I can understand that. And that's perfect. That's like, you know, that's totally your, you know, prerogative. That's fine. Just don't involve, don't ruin it for other people that don't want to know yet, you know? What am I doing? I forgot. When I'm using Zabai team, I'm reduced to swording them physically sometimes while Bina's tiny hydro damage. Yeah. Oh my god, Yoda. When she runs in like that, it scares me. And of course, Geoslimes tend to have physical resistance. That part I didn't know, actually. I won't say for which update, but I did see one spoiler that I was really mad about. They showed the new weekly boss for that particular update. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hopefully I don't get spoiled for that either. Okay. We'll wrap up here soon. Let's maybe do a poll or two for Clorand. Okay, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Yeah, unfortunately it's starting at 0. I think it's at 0? Yeah, I think it is at 0. No, I don't have her at C6 yet. Not even a character that time. Okay. Did you get a consolation for Chevreuse and Fremine? I have Fremine at C3 now, and I now have her at C2. Not interested in the upcoming characters that Hoyo showed off already. I mean, who's coming up? I am excited for Nicole. Who is the other one? Prune, I don't know anything about her yet. She's just like a cute little girl, like goth-looking girl right now. That's all I know. Cause I haven't gone to Dorman Port yet. Who else is there? Lowen? Lowen is the other one, that's right. Yeah, no, Lowen is definitely an interesting character. I don't know if I will pull for him right away. I might change my mind if I like do the Dorman Port thing. Yeah, I haven't done Dorman Port yet because I haven't met Prune and gotten to know Lowen better yet. So the only one I'm looking forward to is Nicole. C6 is minimum. Okay. Alright, yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here for today. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you all so much also for your patience as I was recovering from my training arc. No stream tomorrow. Tomorrow will be like a super easy day just to like recover from that and, you know, the work week and everything. And unless something goes terribly wrong or something happens, we should be on track for doing... Oh wait, no! It's the beginning of the month! That means it should be movie night. So, I think what we're gonna do, actually, since, well, okay, so for our movie night, we were in the middle of watching the Tinkerbell movies, but I think for this one, we're gonna take another, like, quick aside, and we're gonna watch, Avatar. So I wanted to watch Avatar. Not the Last Airbender, the other one, with the blue people. I'll try to remember to post about it tomorrow so people can prepare. Yeah. Alright. Thank you all again so much. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. Please leave a comment if you'd like to share your thoughts. Not the leaked film though. No. Please subscribe on YouTube and or Twitch, or follow on Twitch. You can do that as well. And if you're going to bed, I hope you rest well and have sweet dreams. If your day's just getting started, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you again to Kruka for the raid. And I hope to see you all on Sunday for Sunday Storytime. Ta-ta! Otsumika!